Hello again, many thanks for joining me and welcome back to the marketplace. The Association of Ghana Industries, AGI, says local manufacturing industries have agreed to comply with the tax stamp policy despite initial cases of stiff resistance. The AGI had earlier raised concerns over the seizure of products and subsequent shutdown of defaulting factories. But speaking to Joy Business at the Q4 CEO's breakfast meeting organized by the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, CEO of the AGI, Seth Chuma Kwabwa, explained that local manufacturing firms are now complying with this directive. Charles Aite reports.
The AGI had earlier raised concerns over the seizure of products and subsequent shutdown of defaulting factories by the GRA. But speaking to Joy Business at the Q4 of the CEO's breakfast meeting organized by the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, GIPC, Chief Executive Officer of the AGI, Seth Chuma Kwabwa, explained that local manufacturing firms are now resolved to comply with the directive.
We've gotten to the stage where we are all making effort to try and make it work. So that is the stage we've reached, and I think this kind of consultations and discussions helps to bring issues to perspectives. We've always made a point that industry is not against the tax stamp, because if it works well, it works to the benefit of industry as well. Because when people bring goods and under invoice and under declare the values, they don't pay the right taxes, and therefore they can actually sell their products at a much lower price to the disadvantage of the local manufacturers. You are competed out of your own market. So we think that the tax stamp has its own advantages.
The Food and Beverage Association also raised concerns earlier over the manner in which the GRA task force conducts its tax stamp compliance exercise. But the special advisor to the GRA argues the mode of exercise by the special task force has legal backing.
It wasn't bullish. It depends on how you look at it. As the law says that goods must not be delivered out of your factory without a tax stamp. So what we did was to ensure that before products leave your factory, they have the tax stamp. It was important to send that message, right? So right now what we've done is that for now, we've asked them to move from the factory gates because we were doing 24-hour enforcement and to go to the shopping malls. They have also appealed through the AGI that yes, they are complying, they needed time, and this is their peak season. So whilst we haven't said yes, we want them to think or to have the idea that anytime, right, we can come on them, and so it will be in their best interest to comply. It's a strategic approach that we have adopted.
All excisable products, including cigarette and other tobacco products, alcoholic beverages, non-alcoholic and carbonated beverages, bottled water, textiles, and other selected category of products determined by the Minister of Finance are expected to all have affixed on them the tax stamps.
Now, the Nkoranza Municipal Assembly in the Bonahafo region has over the past years not been able to meet its revenue generation target as it takes a toll on the provision of social amenities in the area. This is due to the fact that there is a lack of stakeholder consultation. To this end, the Conservative Hairdressers Association in the area is advocating a broader consultation in fee-fixing regimes for enhanced business development. JoyNews' Nesta Kafuya Joma has been interacting with some members of the association at Nkoranza and has come through with this report.
According to the composite budget for the Nkoranza South Municipal Assembly for the 2016 fiscal year, a total of 289,754 Ghana cedis internal revenue was generated by the end of October 2015. This figure fell short of the annual targeted amount of 412,000 Ghana cedis. It also stated a 70.3% achievement in revenue generation for the 2015 fiscal year, as well as growth rate of 45% and negative 17% for 2013 and 2014, respectively. According to the Conservative Hairdressers Association in Nkoranza, most people do not understand why they should continue paying tax because they had not been involved in the fee-fixing processes by the Assembly.
We, the hairdressers, are the ones who truly know what issues there are in the business. So they need to call us for meetings so we can tell them how much toll we can pay per our income.
Nkwansaman to na koso amomanya bi aboa o man no.
Se assembly no ebe so a amomachishise to a.
If the assembly is coming up with a form of tax, they don't consult us. So when a fellow trader or tailor sees the revenue collectors around, they flee. All we ask is that they consult us when deciding on the tools, so we also know what we can do to contribute.
Chief Executive Officer for Center for Prosperity Organization, Mustafa Yeboah, says it is unlawful to relegate businesses during fee fixing resolutions.
When they are taking decisions on the fee fixing resolutions, they don't involve the taxpayers. And according to the survey and the research that we've done, it turns out that it's the women that pay the taxes in the community. And therefore, there's a need for the municipal assembly, that's the Nkranza Municipal Assembly, to involve these women that are paying tax, so that when they are coming to pay the tax, they will feel free. And it's like the assembly, they are imposing the tax on the taxpayers. And when it comes to that point, imposing tax on the taxpayers, they find it difficult. So when the taxpayers are coming, they run away. That's a whole reason that Busak Fund gave this money to the women to embark on this advocacy action.
Center for Prosperity Interest Organization, a civil society organization based in Techiman with funding from Busak Fund, is helping small businesses in the Nkranza South Municipality to advocate their inclusion in the fee-fixing resolutions by the Assembly. Nesta Kafui Ajoma reporting for Joy News.
And back here in Accra, the Joy Prime Made in Ghana Fair enters day 2 today at the Junction Mall at Nongwa here in Accra. Lots of Ghanaian businesses are showcasing their ingenuity in manufacturing. My colleague Charles Aite was there and has come through with this report.
These are just little exhibitions that are amongst many other innovations and beautiful products that are in here, as you know, just for yourselves and for your family, if you just want to pass by to make yourself the best deals or the best sales in everything made in Ghana. We shall be speaking to the exhibitors ahead of the entire launch to get for them what exactly this means to them and their prospects moving forward.
And we are here to show Ghana what we have. We have beautiful clothes uniquely made, and they are here. We are here to show you what we have. We are offering 10% off the price of everything you buy here. And we're also giving away free tote bags here. So when you purchase one, they give you a free tote bag.
And the name of the company is Homeda Kente and Adinkwa Palace. And the reason why we are here is to exhibit what we have. That is, we are into Kente. And it's hand-woven thing. That's the reason why we came here.
As the name goes, Made in Ghana Fair, our product is proudly made in Ghana. We were here last year and it was good. We had all the sales. We got the opportunity to interact with other people from other sectors, which boosts our sales, and production also went high. So we realized that this year it would be very good to come back on board again.
From Weave Ghana Limited, and we are participating in the Made in Ghana Fair. We have these goods. We have Foloso, which is a weave. We do it here, that's in Ghana at Spintus. And we have Foloso, which is a synthetic hair that you can use you can fix it on. You can use two, and actually it goes for a less price. Yes, because we are projecting Made in Ghana goods, and these are made in Ghana. We do them ourselves at the factory. We fix them. We do everything ourselves, and we pack them. Yeah.
To me, I think it's our time we try to lift the Ghana product up. We try to bring that rather than pushing the foreign things into our country. So this properly made in Ghana. We did it by our own self. We did everything is done here. Everything that you see here is done made in Ghana. So we try to be part of the physical. We can push the products so that Ghanaians will see what we have. We also have, and the foreigners will see that Ghanaians also can have something to do. It's not every day that we'll be buying their things.
Yeah, the Made in Ghana Fair is that, for some time now, people have notion that Ghanaians, we don't produce quality product. That is the reason why we want to associate ourselves with Joy Prime Made in Ghana Fair to actually exhibit what we have. Capital O2 has been in existence close to 30 years, and trust me, if it's on a quality product, I don't think by now we'll still be in existence. Close to 30 years, we are trying and tested. That's the reason why we have associated ourselves, for the public to know that indeed Ghanaians, we also have a quality product.
I decided to come to the Made in Ghana Fair at the Junction Mall. I have some few things that I do, like the toys for kids. I have backpacks, I have baby beeps, and I have hairbands and all other things.
That's
like
great.
The earrings I'm wearing as well.
Wow. From shoes to bags to confectionery to even household items, the Made in Ghana Fair, as we have heard from the exhibitors, is going to be a very interesting one. We're talking of massive discounts, we're talking of interesting deals, we're talking of just mouth-watering deals that you just may want to just be a part of, especially when it kickstarts today officially and of course runs through the weekend. So just come along with your family and friends and just enjoy yourselves with the best deals here at the Junction Mall, where the Made in Ghana Fair is currently underway. I'm Charles Aita reporting for Joy Business.
All right, so you can pass by the Junction Mall at Nungwa for your mouth-watering deals at the Made in Ghana Fair, the Joy Prime Made in Ghana Fair. Now, back here in the studio, the Ghana Statistical Association, in collaboration with the Ghana Statistical Service, is marking this year's African Statistical Day. As part of the day, there will be a statistical dialogue on Monday under the theme Statistics, a necessary companion for achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. Joining me here in the studio now is Dr. Smart Sapon. He's a senior lecturer at the Kumasi Technical University and also organizer of the association, and the Deputy General Secretary of the association, Karine Malo. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the market, please.
Thank you.
Let me start from you, Doc. I want to talk about the Ghana Statistical Association. What exactly is it? Because we know that Ghana Statistical Service, when it comes to, outlining or breaking, statistical information to us. What is the Ghana Statistical Service?
Yeah, grateful, Yuma, and good afternoon to your cherished viewers all over the country and all over the world. Ghana Statistical Association, GSA, is the mother association for statisticians and then users of statistics, persons who play with data in various aspects of our economic life as a country. But closely, content of our association or membership of our association as it stands now includes some official statisticians, those in industry, and then academic statisticians. So our membership spans from individuals in institutions like Bank of Ghana, Statistical Service, Ghana Revenue Authority, and then several other, and then to the academics, to virtually all tertiary institutions in Ghana.
They all fall
they fall under statistics departments of all tertiary institutions in Ghana. So that is.
And what exactly is your objective or the focus of the association?
Good. Thank you, Yuma. And over the years, our handle of data has been not the best. The side of data that will excite is what we usually put out, but the weights, the inference, what it means, is usually kept. And the aim of the association, one of the several aims of the association, is to streamline the interpretation of data, the varying interpretation of data that we receive, to closely streamline it. Come in, view the left interpretation, right interpretation, and then put it where.
But in Ghana, you realize that gathering statistical data is sometimes very, very difficult. Why or how can the association help to overcome this hurdle?
Yeah, very well, thank you. We, as I said, the membership constitutes both from the Ghana Statistical Service and then us. And over the years, we have collaborated. Even though not the best, we aim to, with the association gaining the national grounds as we envisaged it, get more involved in the gathering of data. The timing is very important with data. Quality of data is a serious issue, and from the academic and the professional perspective, we are to make sure, in fact, already we are in it. The agri census currently ongoing has some of our members on board to help ensure the issues we are talking about.
Right, so we'll be talking about the African statistical data, statistical day shortly.
Yes.
But before then, Karine, why the need for data? What can data be put to use as a country?
You know, everything basically it's let me say lies on data. So the importance of emphasizing on reporting the accurate data is, should I say, it's lacking in some of the things that we do. You hear all sorts of numbers, but then like Doc normally says, the interpretation, what's the weight of that number? It's not just about numbers. You understand? So data is important. Basically everything we do lies on data, but how do we look at it? How do we represent it? How do we interpret it? And then how do let me say the public assimilate the data? So data, it's important. And then with all the things it's been saying, that's why the association exists. So let's say educate the public. Yes.
Right. So what exactly is the African Statistics Day?
Well, African Statistics Day is actually a day set aside, you know, to make known statistics and then how it can be relevant to the society. And you know, there's something we say every day, everything, it's statistics. Let me say, when you sleep today, the chance that you wake up tomorrow is actually statistics.
You're playing with logics and the probability of it.
Yeah, the probability, So basically everything we do, you are dating somebody, the chance that you get married to the person is statistics, you know.
And we need this as a country
we need this to plan. But a lot of misconceptions are out there. So the day is actually set to educate the public so that we'll know that we'll come and appreciate what statistics is all about.
All right, now, Doc, as part of the day, you are organizing this dialogue, statistical dialogue, under the theme, you know, a necessary companionship between and achieving the SDGs. How do you link the SDGs and statistics? To what extent would it help to achieve these SDGs?
Yeah, grateful, Ima, once again. And as my sister rightly said, data does it all. And we have a very popular statement in statistics. We say, if you are unable to measure, you cannot manage. If you are unable to measure, you cannot manage. So SDGs are out, years are counting. As part of the dialogue, as you mentioned, we want to know from the various panel members and the sectors where they belong, what role has so far statistics played in their activities towards reaching their respective growth targets. And going forward into the future, where are their challenges? And then we would resolve in a communique how statistics could, if not being used to the measure required, how we as an association can come in, streamline modalities, submit communique to the general public, specifically address the sectors, relevant sectors, and then we would help.
But beyond that, you know, how do you monitor to see whether, you know, governments or institutions are putting this information or this data to good use? Because sometimes it's not just only about churning out the data, but to ensure that this is being done to bring out
you are right. You are right. The problem as of today is not the presence of data. Perhaps the quality of data is questionable, but data abounds. Data abounds, and the use of it is what is lacking, and the interpretations that we bring out of it, even if we use, is a problem. And that is why this dialogue is very, very important. We have empaneled the relevant stakeholders. We put relevant questions to them. The responses they give will bring out the strengths or weaknesses in their various sectors. We have health, we have SDGs coordinating, the coordinator itself will be there. And then they would feed us with the various extents to which they generate data, or even the data they have, how they make use of it, because then we are unable to measure progress. And we hope by the close of the dialogue on Monday, 19th of November, our communique will be solid. And Joy, you are always our partner. You would lead us into communicating same to the general public.
Exactly. Now, Karine, so as part, of the celebration of the day, apart from this dialogue that you're having, what other activities have been lined up?
No, it's actually a 3 days conference. Okay. So the first is to celebrate the African Statistics Day, then also have the dialogue. Before I answer the other one, or speak to the other 2 days, you know, the Sustainable Development Goals, some people see it as, oh, it doesn't concern me. Okay. But those goals, there are about 17 of them, it concerns us. There's something on health, there's something on education, there's something on, like, it cuts across.
It's very, very relevant.
It's very, very relevant, you know. So we want the public to begin to see it in that line and then see how it relates to their life. Businesses, individuals, it's all there. So if they can probably pay some particular attention and then see how relevant data is to achieving those goals. You know, those goals, before it used to be Sustainable Development Goals, and it was never achieved.
It used to be MDGs.
Yes, Millennium Development Goals, sorry, yeah. And it wasn't achieved. Okay. Why was it not achieved? Anything you are doing without applying data, you cannot achieve.
Right. What are the first 2 days?
The next 2 days are actually activities for the members. There will be a lot of presentations. That's abstracts. Yes, full papers in education, in business, in finance, and then statistics in general, health, environment. So, yeah, so the public can also partake in some of these, because some of these will actually be published.
All right.
Yeah,
all right,
so we can learn from it.
Yeah. Before you do.
Yes, we take this opportunity to invite the general public. Some sectors have been invited. The media, we can't be left out. Yeah. Joy is championing that, and we invite all the general public to La Palm Royal on the 19th of November, Monday, and then the next 2 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, 20th, 21st, will be at Regent University at Wager, Regent University. You are all invited. Join the family of data. Let's have a 3 day of appreciating data and how useful it will be in national development.
All right. Many thanks for your time, members of the Ghana Statistical Association. They've been telling us about the celebration or the marking of the African Statistics Day. And of course, we've been talking about how relevant data or statistics is important to national development as they celebrate the day this year. And on that note, we wrap up this afternoon's edition of The Marketplace. Many thanks for your company. My name is Emmanuel Abuaji. Have a good afternoon.